Jeffrey is skinny and he wants abs, so he's been thinking about going to the gym for quite a while now. And today he's finally got that burst of motivation he's been waiting for. So he grabbed his things and went to the gym. But when he got there, he got really nervous. Everyone's gonna look at me. I don't know how to work out and what to do. I'll just go home and do my research and eat my junk food with it. Our old friend Joseph knows that's not the way to go. Joseph has got a physique through years of consistent exercise. He hasn't spent countless and countless amounts of time doing research on how to do stuff or nutrition and blah 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 and just excusing himself from actually working. Joseph hasn't even went to the gym when he has started. He simply did things that made his muscle feel like it was burning. So he just went outside and did some push-ups and sit-ups. A man who goes to the gym no matter how he feels, no matter what the time, will always be the man who goes to the gym only when he feels like it. And with that quote from Andrew Tate, I welcome you to this tutorial. Before we start, I just want to make clear, if you have some crazy expectations from this video, all I'm just gonna do is share my experience on how I started and how I got my muscle in a way that worked for me. So if you want a physique that looks like mine, you can follow it, and if you don't have to. That's up to you. Okay, so our goal today is basically to get you into the habit of exercising for a few minutes a day, every day, preferably for the rest of your life. To do that, I will share some of the things that I have mentioned in my previous video, which if you go to my Discord server or my channel, well, on my Discord server, if you go there, there's a room labeled Start Self-Improvement, and there's a link to that video and bunch of more information about it. So that's gonna be very helpful for you, and I'll share some of it with you. So the first method I have used, at the time I didn't know about the book. Okay, I just kind of figured it out in a way. This is called habit stacking. Basically, after a current habit, you do another one and proclaim it out loud and blah 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 blah. What do you think is the most consistent habit you have right now? If you think that it's something like going onto your phone or eating breakfast or stuff like that, no. The most frequent habits that you have are those neutral ones. So those you do naturally, such as waking up. Waking up, you do that from basically your birth. You've been doing that every single day. So the easiest thing is to stack working out after a habit that you've been doing basically your entire life, which is waking up. It's also much better for you because you won't be tired, you'll have energy for the day, and you'll just get it done. You won't have to think about it for the rest of the day. So I personally have this routine where I wake up, drink water, and go immediately working out. I've modified it throughout the years, or months, I'd say, but this is the most efficient way I've got to it. When I was starting, I was doing it in the evening or just whenever I felt like it, and I dropped off. That was a year and a half ago. I was working out for a month like this whenever I felt like it and dropped off for a year and a half. And then for like half a year ago, I actually started working out again with this modified version or routine that I've just built for myself. So what I want you to do is basically wake up, I don't know, go take a shit and work out immediately after that. We don't want you to do some heavyweight workouts with dumbbells or go to the gym. The simplest thing for you to do is basically do calisthenics, which is workout with your body weight. So push-ups, crunches and sit-ups. Those are the easiest ways. If you'll go into my Discord server, there's gonna be another room labeled Start Exercising, where I'll be sharing links to the apps I have used and I'm still using to work out daily. You might have some questions such as, oh, Tony, what about rest days? The fact about the rest days nobody talks about is that you don't need to rest your entire body. You just need to rest the specific muscle group you have trained. When I was doing this in one of the apps, it actually had this 3-day routine in which it was changing between chest, back and arms, and quads, glutes, and calves. So 6 different muscle groups for a week. And that day I didn't even need to have any rest days because I was working out a different body part. So the muscle that I was training the other day was resting. That simple as that. So no, you don't have to take rest days. You just need to train other muscle groups. So for example, as I just said, one day you're gonna have your workout is 100 push-ups, okay? 100 push-ups, so that's chest. The other day, we wouldn't want you to train chest again. Let's say, have you jog for a few miles, so that's legs. And the other day, we wouldn't want you to train legs again, so we'd want you to train your back, for example. And that's basically it. There's also a thing which I discussed in the video about how to start self-improvement. And if you miss a day, I don't want you to take it as a rest day and take it easy. I want you to think of it as a failure. In the book Atomic Habits, the author himself, James Clear, has talked about it in a way that you can miss a day. You can miss a day. That happens, of course. Like, you have to wake up really early because of something and you won't have time for it. Of course, that's no problem. But you just have to go do the workout a day after, right after, because if you miss more than one day, it's actually starting the habit of missing the good habit. And lastly, some tips and tricks for you. Cold showers. That's basically, I've talked about this in another one of my videos on how to increase testosterone. If you take a shower before workout, like immediately before, and you immediately go workout, it can improve your testosterone by a lot. And if you don't know what that is, that's basically the male sex hormone. It helps with muscle growth and blah blah blah. And after workout, like 20 minutes after workout, it helps with muscle repair. Muscle repair, well, you don't have to worry about that, it just helps, okay? And one more thing I want you to do that's gonna help with your motivation, because if you're watching this, that probably means you have some bad schedule with working out in like your experiences. So you'll want some motivation, right? So progress pictures. What that is basically every day after workout, you're gonna take a picture of yourself, and let's say you work out for a month. Then after a month, you can look at those pictures and you see the progress. That's gonna give you dopamine and a lot of motivation to keep going because you're actually gonna see the progress that you've made. I recommend that. I've recommended that to a lot of my friends. They've used it and they're now in a great shape, even though they like were disciplined about this, but they got the motivation that they wanted to do it. So now they got into the habit of working out through some sort of self-motivation. And that would be it. So just go into the description below, join my Discord server. I have a whole list of rooms where I'll be giving a lot of useful information for starters that you won't even find on the YouTube videos. And also, it is brand new, we're just building a community. But I want everyone from this channel to go there so we can actually talk there. I'll be hosting some weekly calls. So yeah. And with that, I'm gonna say my goodbyes. Mwah!